My nigga got on. My nigga got
Family.
My nigga got that cocaine on.
Hopefully you guys can see me okay. I'm guessing that you can. I'm hoping that you will. I'm praying that you might. Come on, Facebook. Build me an audience real quick. What y'all know about this? Hey, Beyonce killed this track, Jay. I know Tracy's watching out there somewhere. Jared Brown, what's going on, sir? Listen, we're going to jump into this thing because I got work to do. Again, I hope you guys can see me okay. Please do me a huge favor while I get into this message. We are going to be announcing the winner of the Dream Team Apparel contest. I appreciate all of the submissions. Everybody that got on there had a chance to voice their opinions. I'm very, very appreciative of the audience. Mindy Lacey, what's going on, Miss Lady? Appreciative of your comments as well. But we're going to get into this. I am, like I said, going to be announcing the winner of the contest in this message, but I want to go ahead and give a couple of disclaimers, if you will. Just bear with me for a hot second. So, I've gotten a couple of questions lately as to, Damon, why are you always live, right? Why are you, why do you get on social media? Why do you show your entire life on social media? Why do you go on Insta Snap all the time and you show every part of your life? And, why do you care so much about money? And, why do you post these pictures and different things like that? And a lot of people say, I don't subscribe to that. I don't do that type of stuff. I'm a very, very private person. Hey, to each his own. This is my page. If you're watching this right now, I'm imagining that you resonate with some of the message that I endorse. So this is how it started for me, and this is kind of into the message of why I posted that on Monday. What do you believe is the worst way to make money? Again, the opinions that I give are mine. I'm not telling you to subscribe to them, but what I am asking you to do is listen without defending. Please listen without defending. I am here to disrupt, all right? I'm definitely here to disrupt what you think because there was somebody not too long ago that disrupted my way of thinking. Understand something about your mind. Your mind is doing its very best to keep things as simple as possible. That's why they say it's very, very hard to break a habit, because once you've formed a habit, once you've created that neural pathway in your mind, it wants to use the easiest way to get from point A to point B. But until you have something come in and disrupt that, to where you have to evaluate if the belief you had previously is the belief you need to continue to adopt to live the life you want to live, then you'll stay exactly where you are right now. So, I want to start with me being a youth, all right? The reason why I go live all the time, the reason why I show so much of my life is, guys, I'll be honest with you. I grew up, both of my parents made maybe about $30,000 a year. My mom, she still is a wonderful teacher in Columbus, Ohio. She's a beautiful parent, wonderful mother. As you can see, she did a great job with me, right? But she makes about $30,000 a year, very, very humble life. My father, he does well for himself. I know Tiara's watching this right now. She's probably thinking, babe, if you don't put your hand on the steering wheel, I'm gonna kick your butt. So anyway, my dad, he does very well for himself. He's worked for the government for quite a long time, ever since I can remember. And my grandmother, she retired from the post office. My grandfather, he had a decent job as well. I believe he worked in the physician's field. I don't think he was a doctor, but I know he did work at the hospital. He passed away when I was 2, but even from a young age, I always knew there was more. I want you to understand something else. Whenever you've been exposed to something better, you're instantly met with a fork in the road. So, if I was to put you right now, let's just say you live in a 3-bedroom home, you have a basement, you have a couple of vehicles, that's been something that you've been used to for the past 4 or 5 years, and I just all of a sudden took you to Chicago, took you under the bridge in downtown Chicago, and I said, okay, boom, here's your box, this is where you will live. You will automatically be uncomfortable. You will do everything in your power to get back to the level of living that you experienced before. So at a very, very young age, if you guys are from Cleveland, Ohio, my grandmother grew up in Shaker Heights. Now this was almost 30 years ago. So back 30 years ago, Shaker Heights was Nothing to sneeze at. Beautiful neighborhood, right? She moved from Shaker Heights and she eventually moved over into Lakewood. If you guys are from Cleveland, you're familiar with the area. 117th and Edgewater Drive. My grandmother stayed on the 9th floor of a 15-floor condominium. It was over $100,000. And again, 20 years ago, this was a lot of money for a condo, 2-bedroom condo. So my grandmother did well, right? But what I had a chance to experience every single day at a very, very young age is she would let me ride my bike. I would walk to different parks and different things with her. And I just remember going past these homes that were in gated communities. I remember looking at these homes. I remember it like it was yesterday and just thinking to myself like, man, you know what? My mother lives, if you're from Columbus, Ohio, my mother lives off of Ohio Avenue. I've never seen anything like this before. You know, my father, not to put all his business out there, but at the time he was living, you know, in East Cleveland. And I hadn't really seen it, but anytime I went to my grandmother's house, I saw these beautiful homes and I saw children playing in the yards and they looked so happy, and I saw them with their parents. And it confused me because at that point in the day, it was about 1 or 2 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, my parents are at work. Why in the world are these kids' parents at home? And I just, you know, it just planted a seed, right? It was that disruptive thought that I had. And it's so funny, if you think about life, there's things that you could connect the dots with that have brought you to exactly where you are right now and exactly why you're watching this message. So do me a huge favor, give me some likes, give me some loves. More than anything, interact with me, give me some comments so I can address those, but also share this message because there's somebody in your network that needs to hear this. So anyway, so I get back to Columbus. I always knew my mom wanted to do better for her life. In middle school, we ended up moving up to Westerville. I was supposed to go to Linden. I was supposed to go to Linmore. If you guys are familiar with that, you know, my mom said, oh, hell no, you're not taking your little ass to Linmore. So we ended up moving up to Westerville, decent neighborhood. And we get up there and once again, boom, okay, I live in a decent area, still lower middle class, but now I'm associating with friends and people that live, again, if you're familiar with Columbus or Westerville, Highland Lakes, $1 million homes. So once again, I'm being exposed to these different things and I'm wondering to myself, why? Why is it so different? Okay, is it religion? Maybe it has to do something with the religion, because if I'm in the hood where I'm from, where I live, I see a church on every corner, but for some reason, when I get out to my friend's neighborhood in the suburbs, there's not many. So is it religion? Mom, Dad, why are these people living a life to where their children can get any pair of shoes whenever they want? Their parents drive whatever they want. I see them going on vacations. I see them getting on the boats. What is so different? And guys, this has been my overlying theme throughout my entire life. I was one of those kids that wanted to know why. I was that annoying kid that asked you 1,000,001 questions until you finally gave me an acceptable answer, right? Or I just got too tired to keep asking. So I had to figure it out, all right? Guys, the reason why I go live, the reason why I get on here is because even up to age 26, 27, I still did not know. I wanted to know, what was the secret? What is it that makes the 1% the 1%? Why do people live in poverty? Why are there families or households that are within 5 or 6 or 7 generations of welfare users? Why? Have you guys ever wondered that? Why is that? You know what? Why is why are there people that are poor? If they're made of the same thing as me, and this is my belief. I believe that entrepreneurship will make this world a better place. That's my belief. I believe that people have to realize that they are great. That's what I truly believe. I believe that you are God's highest form of creation. If you're watching me right now, if you're watching this video, and if you don't even know me, I believe that everything you've created to this point in your life, you don't even know the half of what you're truly able to do. So there was a gentleman I ran into a few years ago, and he told me, he said, yeah, I'm about 2 years older than you, and I make $400,000 a month. Now at the time, guys, I was a college student. I think the best day or weekend I had was when I was valeting cars, and I would make 400 bucks when they had Sushi Rock, right? And $400,000. I mean, that just boggled my mind. That's why, how, like, my parents won't even see that between the both of them over the next 10 years. How did you do that? And guys, this is what disrupted my entire life's purpose. This gentleman said, and I want you to hear me clearly, because there's a lot of people that reach out to me and they say, Damon, how'd you do it? And I love it because I wanted to know the same thing. I wanted to know so bad, how did you do it? And he said to me, he said, Damon, I worked on myself harder than I ever did on any business. I worked on myself harder than I did any business. Guys, history continues to repeat itself. What I love about social media now is that I don't care what your gift is, I don't care what your purpose is, I don't care what your passion is, I don't care if it's even something that you love to do and you want to make it into something that you can monetize. There is nothing new under the sun. Social media makes anyone who has had success in the past or current very touchable. I can reach out to DJ Khaled right now, and if my message is appropriate, if my message is professional, if I know about his history, and I'll give you an example. If somebody reaches out to a professional person right now and they say, hey, listen, I see you killing it. Is there any time I could get 30 minutes? Or hey, is there any way you could put me on? Wrong. The guys that I wanted to rub shoulders with were the people that were having the success in their business. I no longer wanted to know, okay, why does my family have to stay in this state? No. I have been exposed to things that showed me there was a better way, that there was an easier way for me to do what? For me to be happy. Once again, your happiness is going to be tied to your purpose, tied to your gift, tied to your passion. But ultimately, if you have a family, you already have a reason to win. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. You want to reach out to somebody that's doing extremely well? Research them. Research what they love, what they like, how long they've been in their business. You know, there's a gentleman that I looked up to when I first got into my industry, and it's so funny because I literally used to watch all these gentlemen's videos. And what I encourage you guys to do is, if you're looking to figure out what you want to get into, what field of endeavor you need to get into, how you're going to make money and whatever it is that you want to do, first of all, get closer to your creator, whoever that may be to you. Ask the question, hey, what is my purpose? What is my life work? What should I be on? What should I be on this earth to do? If it's something that you're interested in, find somebody that's done it. I found a gentleman, I reached out to him, I said, hey, this is exactly what I've been looking to do. I noticed that you love XYZ. Hey, listen, I want to enclose a couple of cigars, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? Gonna be going to one of his galas here in the next month. That's a relationship that can be established, not for monetary gain, guys, but for true, authentic friendships. So, you've heard me squabble long enough. All right, so the answer to the question that I posed on Monday: what is the worst way to make money? What is the worst way to make money?
My nigga got all white, no socks. My nigga got that cocaine on today.
Cocaine. All right, anyway. I love this song. Guys, shout out to Barbara Clinton. Barbara Clinton out of, I believe, Cleveland, Ohio. Barbara, if you're watching this video, please do me a huge favor. Shoot me the address of the office. I have some Dream Team apparel that I'm going to send you. We got a couple of other items that will be released here shortly, and I will make sure you are the first with it. What was her answer? Her answer was a job. Yes. Yes. Now, once again, I want to give you a disclaimer. If you're watching me right now, you're probably not working a job, or you're on your second shift. So I want to preface this message with everything I said previously. Yes, I was just like you. I was identical to you. I remember about 3 or 4 years ago, I was honestly just looking for an opportunity to make at least $15 to $20 an hour. I wanted to take care of my family. I wanted to do as much as possible to become the CEO of a larger corporation in Columbus. I was looking at Huntington. I was looking at, any financial firm I could be a part of to get an hourly wage. Now, there was a lot of people that put hourly. There was a lot of people, I think somebody put linear. Yes, I truly believe that. But if you are trading your time for money, A book that I highly encourage you to get, not only for yourself, but for your team, as well as your children, is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. What I love in that book is a line that a lot of people know by their heart. It is very cliche. If you do not make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. 70% of all Americans right now, look it up. We're talking about facts. We're not talking about metaphysics. We're not talking about woo-woo. We're not talking about hypothetical situations. We are talking about facts, people. Facts. 70% of all Americans are working until they decease. Guys, that means that they are working until the wheels fall off. They're working all the way to the point that they die. Now, 61-year-old on average, 61-year-old male or female have less than $16,000. Are you listening to me? The average 61-year-old male or female has less than $16,000 in their account. Are you listening to me? Guys, what is the median income for anybody in America right now? If you say $30,000, you are wrong. So that means if you make $30,000, you are below the poverty line. Yes. Average household income right now is $58,000. That is for a family. Now, I want you to do some very simple numbers. Yes, I am yelling because I'm extremely passionate about people realizing their potential. If you make $50,000 between yourself and your family, please understand that probably about 40% of that, if not more, is going to be taken up by taxes. What does that leave you with? I don't know, $32,000, $36,000, right? Okay, so $32,000 to $36,000, let's just average here. If you're paying for a mortgage or rent, if you have a car or two, if the kids need clothes, if you need to maintain a household, oh, if you need to eat, let's just go ahead and just do the math on that, people. Just do simple freaking math. Well, I did, so I'll spare you. That's gonna leave you with about $12,000. For what? For necessities, guys, for necessities. We're not talking about, hey, well, you know what? You finally deserve that 2 weeks a year of vacation. Where the F are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? You know what I find very, very funny? And again, I'm here to disrupt. Please don't be upset with me. Please don't be upset at the message or the messenger. If you're getting upset, it's probably something that you needed to hear anyway, because it's going to invoke thought. Again, somebody disrupted me years ago, and I started to say, you know what? You're right. Because I know I just applied to about 17 different places on Craigslist, on Indeed, on Monster. I applied to all these jobs, and I know if you're working a job right now, or you've ever applied to a job, you did the same exact bullshit that I did. And you want to know what that is? You walked into some let me calm down. You walked into some human resources interview, right? And they asked you, why should we hire you? And the same reasons that you will not invest in your damn self is what you told them were the perfect reasons to hire you. Oh yeah, absolutely. I am a team player. I'm an incredible leader. I have an incredible work ethic. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've dealt with so many situations in the past where I knew what the person's issue was. You know, their famous question is, tell me about a time that you had a issue of an irate customer that you had to deal with, right? And you sat up there and you said, oh, I handled it with such grace. You know, the customer came in, I understood their issue, I listened to them, and I handled the issue. Wow. So what you're telling me is you can put on a front. Your representative could sit in front of somebody that's willing to pay you less than you will ever be worth in your life. Tell them every characteristic of somebody that is a successful entrepreneur. But you're not willing to invest in yourself. Here's another one that you get. When you're a successful entrepreneur, this is what I get all the time. Damon, all you care about is money. Damon, you're selfish. All you care about is money. All you care about is these cars. Really? Is that right? Let me change your perspective a little bit. If all I cared about is money, why the fudge would I become an entrepreneur when I know the shelf life of an average business owner is 6 months? That means the average person that starts or begins a business will quit within 6 months. The average small business closes within its first 2 years, which means for my first 2 years, I can almost guarantee I won't make a damn dime. And I want money, and I'm selfish, but you have decided that you need a job because you need a paycheck. Come on now. I need a paycheck. Come on, guys. Wake up. Wake up. Somebody share this message, man. I'm teaching, man. I'm preaching better than y'all listening. Hold on now. So, understand, guys, the reason I am looking to expand your level of thinking is because I don't care who you are, what you do, how you live, what you've been used to, where you come from. I am telling you unequivocally right now. I got my air up. I'm getting all hot. That you can live the life of your dreams. I was talking about comfort zones earlier. Guys, understand that I'm very, very transparent. All right. When I post anything on social media, I'm looking for the people that probably do not message me at all. The people that will never like a post, the people that will never comment on anything. Those are the people that I'm looking for because I was you. I got on pages of Holton Bugs and DJ Khaled and P. Diddy, and I just wanted to know. I would look up their top 10 rules of success because I knew it did not matter what vehicle I became a part of. I knew it didn't matter if I was in insurance, real estate, financial planning. I didn't care if it was network marketing. I didn't care what it was. What I knew was that there was a mindset that was involved with living the life you've been designed to live. Guys, you were not designed to be in a jail. All right? Let's think about this. Most people, I had a great conversation, and shout out to Perry Jeffries because he reached out to me, and he was humble enough to watch one of the videos that I had put up a little while ago, and it moved something in him, and it's crazy, man, because I watched that guy grind for years, and I never had a chance to tell him this. Perry, if you're watching, man, I love you, dude. There was something that happened about 2 years ago, two and a half years ago, and there was a party in Worthington, and I don't know what I saw in him at that time, but my man had on a 4-piece suit. He had on the vest. I believe it might have been his birthday or his boy's event. He had a little crowd around him. And from that point, I had an image of him that he was an entrepreneur, that he was somebody I needed to be like. Guys, there's people all around you that you can gain inspiration from. But the worst question to ask them is, how did you do it? Tell me exact steps in your profession of how you got to your income. This is what you need to ask. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Hey, I see that you changed your life, Damon, here over the last couple of years. I see you took $200 and turned it into an incredible organization. And how'd you do it? Why'd you do it? What was the inspiration? What made you get in this green shirt, right? People always think that I'm on a bowling team or something. They say, why are you getting that green shirt in 90-degree weather and walk into rodent and cockroach-infested homes day after day to build what you're building? Guys, you were destined for more. Do not settle for a job. Do not settle for a job. Do not settle for a job. Now, again, if you have a job, I appreciate you. I'm grateful. Listen, I wouldn't be driving this car right now if somebody hadn't worked in a factory and made sure that all the specifications were put together in a way that this vehicle will be safe. You know, there's people that work on the roads. I wouldn't be able to travel from here to wherever I need to go had somebody not. There's a responsibility. But what I do know is if you're still watching this video to this point, then this message was meant for you. There are some steps you're going to have to take. You're going to have to find out what are your inhibitors. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that have the emergency brake on in their life. You may not know, man, you know, I really did want to start that business. I really did have this idea, but I'm scared as shit to do it. Well, we got to figure out what you've been thinking about. Why have you been so hesitant to do it? It's probably a belief that I had before that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worth it. you know what? My parents are from this. They make this. I should be comfortable living that lifestyle. Well, I'm not. I'm not afraid to say, and stop being scared to say you want to be rich. Absolutely. I want to be rich. I will be rich. You know what I'm saying? Yes, $1 million a week. That is what I want to make. Now, why? Why is huge, guys. Why is huge? Because I can't help anybody that's broke if I'm broke too. I can't contribute to the organizations that I want to contribute to. I can't build the schools in Africa that I want to build. I can't send my genius kids to the best possible schools if I'm broke. Quit being afraid to tell people I want to be rich. Yeah, I want to drive the Rolls Royce. Absolutely. Why not? Hello, have you ever driven one? Yeah, it's a beautiful car. They come to your home, they take a tree out of your house and say, hey, is this a tree you want to use for the inside of your damn whip? Nice. I'll take that. I want to be able to tell all my friends and family members, yo, we're going to vacation on Hawaii. Do not pack a damn thing. Meet me at the airport. The flight will be ready. I want you guys to just make sure you grab your closest family member. We're going to go have a good time on me. It's your level of thinking. What are you comfortable with? Are you comfortable with working 40 hours a week to get to happy hour, to drink your cares away, to make sure you get home to watch your favorite TV and do it all over again until you die? If you ain't saying out, you should be saying amen. Listen, guys, we got some incredible things going on right now. Once again, TDT is in the building, the dream team. Guys, find a vehicle. If you don't know how to turn your passions, your purpose, your gift into a profession or monetize it right now, here's my suggestion for you. And I'm going to be doing other videos to teach you how to get there. But start with network marketing. As crazy as that sounds, right? This is why, because of the tax benefits, guys. The tax benefits. If you're working a job, you are getting raped. I shouldn't say that. You are getting taken through the ringer, all right? Why? Because not only are you taxed first before you get paid, but check out your bills. If you're receiving an AEP bill or your electric bill or your cable bill or your phone bill, guess what? You're being taxed again. At the highest level. I'm a business owner now. Guess what, guys? If I take my wife to dinner, I just had a business meeting. Why? Because my wife is a business partner of mine and we talk about business. If I want to give her a company car, guess what? It's a write-off for me. Why? Because she's a business owner under my platform, right? And I can go into reasons anyway. Guys, just do the research, all right? Do the research. Find a company. Find something that you can believe in. Listen, if you need a vehicle, if you need something that you want to be aggressive with, if you want to make 6 figures in the next 16 months, give me a call. Reach out to me. Let's sit down and have a conversation and see if this will be a good fit for you. I'd love to meet with you. I'd love to hear about your dreams. I'd love to hear about your goals. And if what I'm doing right now will not fit that desire, I know somebody that may be able to help you. Okay, guys? So, as I said before, make sure you pay attention to the Dream Team on Facebook. We are TDT. If you're on Instagram, make sure you save us. There's going to be a bunch of stuff coming out here in the next couple of weeks that just simply will add value. Not a monetary gain. I don't make any money from doing these videos, but fortunately, somebody didn't care, just like I didn't care about money years ago, that completely transformed my life. All right? So, guys, apply this information. Please share this video out. Please share this video out. Make sure that your teams, make sure your children, make sure everybody is getting a book in their hands to expand their mind. Do so. I will see you at the top, not from the top, because you deserve it. You deserve it. All right? At the Dream Team, your success is our business. I appreciate all the messages already, everybody. Sarah, what's going on? You're going to have to catch the replay. We will see you soon. Love you guys.